First and foremost, I want to congratulate you guys for the you made. I hope you all can hear me, but I'm here for you guys. You're the ones that asked me. I don't know what you were thinking, but it is an honor. It really, truly is. You might be thinking about his hat. Why is he wearing the hat? Well, I'll tell you what. When Micah came to me and asked me to speak for you guys, I was thinking, what am I going to say? Well, so I went back 39 years and thought about who spoke at my graduation. Well, I don't know. I don't know what he had to say, or she. Now, I was in a certain state of mind, if you know what I mean. So I asked my wife, Michelle, knowing that she had a pretty good state of mind when she graduated, and I asked her, I said, well, who spoke at your graduation? She didn't know. So I thought, well, I'll wear this hat. So when someone comes up to me in 39 years and says, who spoke at your graduation? You say, this weird guy wore this weird hat. Plus, there was Abby dared me. Anyway, I got to find my glasses right here. Most of you guys know me as your football coach for 4 years. And that's what I want to talk to you about. There's a lot of metaphors, there's a lot of the same things as in football and life. The only thing in football is just a game. Life is the real deal. And so, there was a lot of things said in that locker room that I cannot say today. There you go, Jeff, wherever you are. Jeff says, are you going to give your 10 top most sayings in the locker room? And I don't think Mr. Parker might think that's too well. But anyway, and the other thing is that you guys asked me, and the only thing that I can share with you guys is how I've experienced life in these 39 years from high school. And I played football too. One of the greatest things we learn in football is that no matter how good you are, when you're playing the game, you're going to get knocked down. And it's not how you get knocked down, it's how you get back up. And if you can get back up on your feet and start playing at the same level you were when you got knocked down, you are going to have a good game. And you are going to be fulfilled at the end of that game. Well, it's the same in life. You are going to get knocked down. And one of you guys that was before me said something about that, and it's true. It's very true. Hey, another reason I'm wearing this hat is I like to have fun. I like to have as much fun as I possibly can in life. Life is serious. You got to also have fun in life, right? I was standing out at the graveyard last weekend, Memorial Weekend, and I was standing there thinking, you know, this is where I'm going to end up. Come on, loosen up, you guys. You know, I'm down the roadway, and I'll probably be there someday soon, and I'm going to have as much fun as I can, but while still being serious about life. So, the best thing I can do for you right now is kind of give you some things that you're going to face, and they're going to be knockouts. The very first one you're going to face is you're going from the top of the food chain to the very bottom of the food chain right after you walk off the stage. And it's the truth. Your basketball, football, your great math grades, all these things, they're good, but they're not going to matter other than you get accomplished. They will help you, but it is what it is. Secondly, you get out there in the world and just take jobs, for instance. You know, right now we're in a very bad economy. There's a lot of people who would like to be working but can't find jobs. That's a knockdown. Then, your whole life is going to be dealing with relationships. You know, women, boy. Men, wow. And sometimes it's not going to go well for you. I was going to get married one time. Michelle loves this story the best. I was going to get married one time, and when I went to meet this gal, we were going to get married that week. She was gone. She wasn't only gone, she was married. That was a knockdown. You got physical things. You might get sick. You could get in an accident. There's so many things that could and possibly happen to you, and then we're knocked out. Then you got death. You have close friends who die. Your parents who die. These are all knockdowns. Some of you will already experience it. But what I want to do for you today is I want to tell you you can get back up. And you can make it. And I have a couple of things that's really helped me to do that. First and foremost is God. Getting to know God. Hey, He's the one that created this. He's the one that made this life. Well, and He's even written an instruction book that you can check out and read it. And it gives you some pretty good stuff, man. To get to know God, you got to have a personal relationship with His Son, Jesus Christ. And if you do that, that's one of the greatest ways of being able to get back on your feet and going forward. The second thing is I gave me a chance to catch up here. Anyway, oh, there goes the glasses. Good angle, thank you. So once you get to know God, and then the next thing is purpose. You got to have a purpose, man. You know, you got to have a purpose. My purpose is to live a good life and have as many friends as I possibly can. So that means trying to be good to people. And what purpose will do for you? It will simplify your life, meaning that it will define what you do and what you don't do. The other is focus. It helps you to focus on what you're doing. You know, in the game of football, here we go back to football, but hey, you know, I loved it when you get out there in that game, everything's going quick and everything's going around you, and it's crazy, it's chaotic, and then once you get in that focus, everything slows down. Some of you guys know. In fact, I think Mr. Tucker should have football for everybody. I think football probably teaches you better than math and English. He's got it. Okay, so that's that'll be, everybody will have to play. Anyway, you get focused, and then everything slows down, and you see it coming before it happens, and then it keeps you from getting knocked down so bad. You know what I mean? And the other thing about what purpose does for you, it motivates you. Man, you get motivated. And without being motivated, man, I tell you what, you get knocked down, you might stay down. You don't want to stay down. You want to get back up and get going. And you know what? And I'm going to tell you some things that have happened in my life now. This isn't about me, but you know what? If somebody that's 400 pounds is going to sit there and tell me I can't eat a juicy fat steak, I'm not going to listen to them. But I will listen to someone that has experienced it. And I tell you what, when I graduated, I allowed drugs and alcohol to get a grip on me, and I was knocked out. And I almost didn't get back up. And that's where my Lord came in. He picked me up and helped me. And so I just want to share some things that real quickly with you guys, Mr. Tucker, real quickly. These are the goals that I set out. And I reached every one of them, but I got knocked down a lot of times. First and foremost, I wanted to work in the woods and I wanted to cut timber. I did this for 30 years. I wanted to somehow stay involved in football, and I think this school board and everything are letting a crazy guy like me coach, and you parents let me coach your kids for 29 years. No, really. 34 years and 4 wonderful kids. And then I wanted a chance to tell as many people about Jesus as I could. And now I'm a preacher of the gospel of Christ, and I graduated from college at the age of 57 to do this. So my hope today is somehow you guys, when you're knocked down, you think about that crazy guy with that crazy hat that's getting blazed and hot. Wow! The 2 points I want you to remember when you're knocked down is know God and have a purpose. And I want to finish with one last story about a man, and some of you folks will probably maybe figure him out before I tell you who it is, but I want to share this to you. I want you to hear this. When he was 7 years old, his family was forced out of their home because of illegal technicality. He had to work to help support them. At age 9, while still a backward, shy little boy, his mother died. At 22, he lost his job as a store clerk. He wanted to go to law school, but his education was not good enough. At 23, he went into debt to become a partner in a small store. 3 years later, his business partner died, leaving him a huge debt that took years to repay. At 28, after developing a romantic relationship with a young woman for 4 years, he asked her to marry him. She said no. An earlier youthful love he shared with a lovely girl ended in heartache at her death. At 37, on his 3rd try, he was finally elected to Congress. 2 years later, he ran again and failed to be reelected. At 41, adding additional heartache to an already unhappy marriage, his 4-year-old son died. The next year, he was rejected for land office. At 45, he ran for the Senate and lost. 2 years later, he was defeated for the nomination for vice president. At 49, he ran for the Senate again and lost again. At 51, however, he was elected president of the United States. He became the most inspirational and highly regarded president in American history. His name was Abraham Lincoln. Here was a man that got back up. You know how he got back up? He knew his God, and he had a purpose. So I'm telling you guys and gals, no matter what happens after you walk off the stage, and no matter how many times you get knocked down, get back up. And you can look up and get the help from up there and have that purpose. And I know that you will have a good life. You'll have a fulfilling life, and it'll be fun. Now go out and do it.